In the world of music, where harmony is often key, some of the biggest names in rock have clashed in spectacular fashion. From fiery feuds to bitter rivalries, these bands have made as much noise off stage as they have on it. Curious to know which legendary groups couldn't stand each other? Let's dive into the top 10 bands with the most heated rivalries in music history. To kick things off, we have the Eagles. Revered by fans for their harmonious melodies, they have nevertheless been criticized for their internal disagreements and perceived arrogance. Such tension has made them a frequent mention in tales of inter-band rivalries. Next, we have Kiss. Known for their elaborate stage personas and pyrotechnic live shows, Kiss's commercial approach to rock music has often been a source of scorn among their peers. The glam metal titans have occasionally been accused by others in the industry of prioritizing marketing over musical substance. Continuing down the list, we encounter the profoundly impactful Metallica. This metal juggernaut has not only carved out an enormous fan base, but also gathered detractors who criticize their shift from raw thrash metal roots to a more mainstream sound. This transformation, coupled with their bold stance on file sharing in the early internet days, didn't sit well with several bands and musicians. Then there is Coldplay. With their soaring anthems and a distinct pop rock style, Coldplay is a modern crowd favorite, but not immune to derision from some circles within the music world. Rumors of derivative work and mainstream homogenization have overshadowed their artistic achievements, sparking criticism from peers who prefer edgier creativity. No such list is complete without mentioning Radiohead. While they're celebrated for innovative experimentation, some contemporaries have perceived their avant-garde approach as pretentious. The band's disregard for traditional musicality strikes some as a deliberate attempt to distance themselves from conventional success. The often polarizing Nickelback finds its place in this discourse as well, fueled by an overwhelming volume of criticism regarding their repetitive sound and formulaic songwriting. The Canadian band's massive radio and chart success have garnered as many skeptics and critics as they have fans and accolades. In contrast, let's consider Oasis, a band infamous not only for their Britpop anthems, but also their equally notorious public fallouts with other music acts. Brothers Liam and Noel Gallagher have become almost as famous for their acerbic critiques of other artists as for their chart successes. The indie rock scene has provided us with the Strokes. Though they burst onto the scene with raw energy and style, certain detractors from other bands have accused them of leaning more on style than substance. The band's penchant for retro sounds didn't resonate with everyone in the music community. Remarkably, Muse is another name that pops up, despite their wide fan base and critical acclaim. Accusations of bombastic and overproduced music have come from some corners, impacting perceptions about their authenticity. Finally, there is U2. Despite their status as rock icons, their overt political messages and perceived self-importance have rubbed some fellow musicians the wrong way. An unsolicited iTunes album drop added another layer of contention with both fans and peers alike. In conclusion, the dynamic landscape of music is riddled with tensions that echo beyond the notes and lyrics. These stories of inter-band rivalries add an intriguing dimension to our understanding of the complex relationships that exist in the world of rock and roll. As these artists continue their journeys, they remind us that friction is often a catalyst for creativity, a paradox that is as fascinating as it is inevitable. Do you agree with these rivalries, or is there a band you think deserves to be on this list? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's keep the conversation rocking.